I'm Debbie Peveril, and you're listening to the weekly tip from basicboardgovernance.ca. Today I'm talking about risk registers. So every organization needs to have some way of dealing with the risks that are facing the organization. And this is the board's responsibility to have identified these risks and figured out what to do. So the common way that we document this is on a form we call the risk register, and you may call it something else, but it is a list of the risks basically, and what are we doing about them. So risks have some different ways of being dealt with. You can transfer the risk by getting full insurance for whatever could go wrong. Think about fires. You can mitigate the risk by putting some policies in effect that should cause less risky things to happen. And you can decide not to do something because it's entirely too risky. Some not-for-profit groups have definitely decided not to serve food at any of their meetings, and that reduces the risk of poisoning people having these dinners. And sometimes a good way of figuring out if something is risky or not is by trying to figure out if you can get insurance for it. And if the insurance company tells you they won't insure it, that means that if anything goes wrong, the organization is responsible for it. Sometimes also, the insurance companies have a list of things you have to do to get insurance, and that's a really good way for you to figure out how to mitigate these risks. So this risk register, you have some way of determining how likely the risk is, what would be the effect of the risk, and it allows you to get a handle on what could go wrong, and generally what are we doing about it. And we're talking about this as a part of governance because it's the board's responsibility to make sure that all risks facing the organization have been identified and properly dealt with.